So today in our lesson we are going to go over how to make better images using reference images. And by better I mean more consistent. So if you have a company logo or a mascot, or you just want to change your appearance in general but you want to keep yourself the same, this is how we would go about doing that. So let's start with a company logo first. One of the things we did last time is we created a brand color set and the font set, right? So right up here, back at that presets option. And we're just going to go ahead and pull in the brand font, okay? And we're going to pull in brand colors. So typically you would want those combined if you're going to do both, but right now it just puts the hex codes in here and then the reference image. But say we also need another reference image, because for Wando we use our bunny all the time. So right here, this little plus symbol up on the right, up above the text, that's what we're going to click on. And you can see our bunny right here, so we're just going to click on the bunny, okay? And then what we're going to do over here is tell the program, use the bunny mascot and font reference to create an image of the bunny saying Wando's best, right? That's pretty vague, so obviously you'd want to be better, like where is he at? Is he in a coffee shop? Is he standing there? Nothing, so forth and so on. But we're just showing you how to use the reference images. So the point of this is to show you this is how you'd put in your logo or your character or mascot and the font you'd like to use if you want it to have a specific font. And then you would pick your model. Usually Nano Banana does pretty good, GPT-2 has been doing pretty good, and Light is not great, but it's pretty quick and it's cheap. It depends on what it is, right? Or you can select all and you're going to get a whole bunch of images just like we talked about in the first lesson. So for today we're just going to go Nano Banana V2. I'm going to go ahead and hit go, the token based feature thing. That's just saying it uses tokens to create the image. And again, it's going to start generating it right here. Now, while that image is generating, one of the other things I want to show you can do, because you can close out of all of this at that point, right? Like we don't need to have all of that open. We can delete that prompt there. We can go back to nothing. And then let's say we want an image of ourselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back up here to the little plus button. Oh, here we go. Right there. So this is its version of that. Obviously we could do better. There's, you know, the border and there's the bunny right here, but it kept the bunny consistent and it kept the font. So that's why you would use the reference images for logos or mascots, is to bring them into a picture. Now you can put him in a coffee shop, you can put him, you know, you can do anything with this image. The point was to get the bunny and the text on there. The more specific you are with lighting and backgrounds and prompts, the better. So a lot of times you can put these things into GPT or Claude and have it create the prompt for you because it's really long, or like I said, you can use this little pencil and ruler button over here and it'll put in a bunch of preset stuff for you too. So it just depends on what you want to do with the image, but this helps you kind of keep font and your mascot consistent. Now say you want to do the same thing but you want it to have you in it, and you just want to do some other editing. So what we're going to do is go up here to the little plus symbol, okay? Plus symbol. And then we're going to pick an image. Okay, so say, I don't know, we'll pick this one of me, right? And whatever image is over here, right here in this drop down reference images area, this is what it is going to use. Okay, so if you have the bunny over here, for example, that's what it's going to do. It's going to put the bunny in the picture. If you have you over here, it's going to put you in the picture. That's what it uses as a reference image. So it has a picture of me in there right now. We're going to go ahead and say change the clothes in the reference image to a black business suit. Okay. Again, leave everything else the same. Okay. So let's go ahead and try that with V2. We might try it with Nano Banana Pro if it doesn't come out really well. It really varies. Some image quality is better than others, so we're just going to let that run and see what it does. While it's running, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start another prompt right here that just says change. You can do it one of two ways. You can do change the background to an orchard scene. Okay. So you can see right here, it went ahead. Obviously, we can still create the orchard scene, but leave everything else the same. And you can also remove the background, so we'll go over that here in a second. So you can see right here that V2 didn't do too bad of a job. It went ahead and put me in a suit right there in front of the tree. Perfect. You can change the color. You can change the color of the shirt. You can change anything you want. About this particular image, it kind of blurred the sides, but that's just because of a sizing thing. You can change that or modify it as well. And we can also remove the background. So let's just do a quick example of the background removal right here. So go to Edit. Okay, and we can, it shows the bunny right here, but the image it's using for a reference is over here to the right. It's just because that was what was in there. So right here, we can go to, under Edits, Bria, remove background, or recraft remove background. It really depends on which one there. So we can click on that, and we can go remove background, and then see how it's generating another image over here on the left. So there, it's just removing the background. So say you wanted this image, but you needed the background removed. There you go. So now there's the image with the background removed. You can use that and add other backgrounds. You can just put yourself on different social media or anything you want to, right? You can have it change your background. So you can edit the background a couple different ways. Like if we go back here to generate, one of the things I did is here, this is where we generated the background and changed it to an orchard scene. So you can erase the background and then use the image itself. You can modify the image like we did right here and change your clothes. You could, they said change your hair, your suit color, your shirt color, any of those things, and it will keep that image the same. So it'll allow you the consistency there. Or you can remove the background and then you have an image there that could just be used on top of other media in editing software. So you can see the background shift here in just a second. Alright, so you can see right here with the background replace, with the general prompt of change it to an orchard scene, it did this right here. So you can obviously modify this, give it more specifics on lighting, on time of day, on what the orchard should look like, or use different models and that'll give you different results, just like we went over in the first module. So that is all we have to go over today. You can add more than one reference image over here, so you can have text, you can have your logo, and you can have a person, and it will incorporate all of those details. And that is the important thing to remember about the reference image. You can add it with the plus sign right here, and you can also drag them in. So just as kind of a final side note, say you had your logo that you wanted to drag in there too, or your mascot, you could just put it over here, or you can click on the image like so, and you can click on this, the arrows right here. So when you click on the arrow, it adds it over there as well. So you can add this one over there, you can drag images over there from inside Wando or outside Wando, and you can add them using the plus symbol right here. And that's how you get your reference images here for more consistency and better on brand pictures.